If you can recall from my previous video, in my preview for the Leicester United versus Manchester United match, you would remember that I spoke on the notion of Manchester United to be specific, of scoring. There is no excuse for them to use for not scoring any goals. Now, up until recently, beacons came on my porch this morning while watching the match, and by the 90th minute, I was not really disappointed, but not really astonished. But considering the notion and the nature of the game, I was somewhat taken aback because Manchester United drew the match against Leeds United 0-0. What I said in my last video was that United has no excuse to draw any match or not score any goals, because given the nature of how Leicester City plays their football, is going to come at some point in the game where Leicester is going to play somewhat up the pitch, and they're going to leave space to exploit that, so United can exploit that space with a decent blistering run of pace. Now, in the starting 11, we had that blistering run of pace in the name of Marcus Rashford and Daniel James, which I'm going to get into in this video podcast. But going on, United did not exploit the space. Well, they exploited the space, but the chances were not taken. For example, because Lindelof did play the long ball, but I'm going to get into him just in a microsecond. Just because Leeds United played a high line, Lindelof, at least on some occasions, were playing the ball long to Rashford. He wasn't playing them not Marcel. He wasn't playing them to Mason Greenwood, because Mason Greenwood doesn't have that pace. So, yeah, my man Lindelof was spraying passes to Rashford in space. Now, one of those passes actually, Rashford met that pass, but his finishing was poor. So that was a chance that was wasted. He could have just settled it on the ball, see who was coming back in the box, and he would have a better chance of scoring. But Leeds United had us on, at least occasionally, they had us on the ropes. They had us out. They caught us out a few times. It's me. Motherfucker, I'm pretty sure you guys see the attire that I have on. Usually it's sunny, given that it's spring now. But by like 4:30 this afternoon or 5 o'clock, the weather just changed into being like cold, very chilly. Like my hands was like very freezing. I mean, I couldn't function. Like, I had on 2 sweaters. I just took off one. No, I took off 2 sweaters plus this. So I had on 3 sweaters. Well, I wouldn't say this is a sweater, but 2 sweaters and plus this. Man, my hands was very cold. I could have basically had my fingers for Frosted Flakes on a Friday morning, but I'm gonna leave that for another time. So, back to this evaluation and my assertion on the game, the boring game. Yeah, when I was watching the game, it wasn't it was a it was like a tug and war somewhat, because United was showing intent at some point, and Leeds United at some occasion was leading in terms of pressing. You see me? So it was a press per opposition type of game. United was pressing, Leeds was pressing. You see me? So it came on to the nitty-gritty where one wanted to oppress with their pressing more than the other side. But that type of football is not sustainable for 90 minutes, because we're not robots that have 90 minutes batteries. So during the game, we had chances. Bruno Fernandes was playing passes, but things was not clicking. Rashford had a couple of chances. He just didn't bury them. I'm going to get to Daniel James last, because my man is going to be the main event for this video podcast, which I don't want to be longer than 10 minutes. But the midfield, I was listening to Rants and Bants live stream and the United stands match reaction to the game. And I agree with Mark Goldbridge, because he was talking about the midfield of Manchester United. He was saying that he believes that the reason why Donny van de Beek doesn't play that much or Paul Pogba doesn't start as much. Again, I'm paraphrasing his words, but he's basically saying that the reason why those players don't really start is because he doesn't want to leak in goals or concede goals at the expense of playing decent, good football. Because Mark Goldbridge was saying that if you play Donny van de Beek and Paul Pogba, yes, you go play good football. But at what expense though? At what cost? You go concede goals. So he was basically rationalized and saying, man like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is playing more of a dire, dull, dispensable midfield with the portions of Scott McTominay, which I'm gonna get into, Fred, which was not bad given how he played, and Bruno Fernandes. Now, Scott McTominay got a lot of backlash because he would. This is not, in my opinion, again, leave your prediction, not predictions, but leave your opinions down below on Scott McTominay and a couple more players which I'm going to ask you guys for. But Scott McTominay, I don't think a game that is full of intensity and drive and aggressiveness is going to do any justice for that of Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay, his build up is poor. His passes when under pressure is poor. My man had 7 passes in the first half. That is the amount of touches you'd expect your centre forward to have. Man like Scott McTominay is a midfielder. Fred had about 21 passes in the first half. I don't know if he was hiding in Scotland in the first half, or he didn't want to be in possession of the ball in the first half, but he was not very he was not in the spotlight. Well, he's not a spotlight player, but he wasn't seen on the ball as much, or he was seen on the ball as much, but his ball possession was poor and he lost possession. But he was poor in the first half and he was just poor in the game overall. Scott McTominay. And yeah, the back four was decent. Again, Harry Maguire had a chance where he could have scored from a header, from a set piece. Luke Shaw was very good. Wan-Bissaka was very good. Wan-Bissaka was very good. My man is like Spider-Man 2 on that right back position. Like, nothing passes him. Nothing passes him. You know, what I believe they should make a condom model known as the saving account to sex, aka Wan-Bissaka. I think they should call that condom bag Wan-Bissaka, because that dude, nothing can pass that dude, bro. Nothing can pass that dude at right back. He's colossal. He's colossal. Dean Koons, some persons call him, Dean Henderson. Yeah, he got a clean sheet. Not that he had a lot to do anyway, but yeah, he got a clean sheet. Yes, Daniel James and Greenwood had a poor game. I don't think Greenwood is best. I don't think Greenwood is suited as a centre forward as yet. I don't think his game is developed as, yes, you can play him there, then it will develop. But bro, my man, he needs more time on the right hand side, because Daniel James has been persons I've seen in the live stream of rants and bans. Persons are questioning the notion as to why the Welsh international, I don't even know why he's a Welsh international, but the person are questioning why the Welsh international, or what some would call the Welsh Theo Walcott, why is this with a professional footballer? Why how did he get in the game of professional football? What are the tests he passed? If he passed those, or he forged those tests to get in professional football? This dude is a starting right winger for Manchester United today. I go see most of the games because that's a lie, but he started on the right wing for Manchester United. Dude, Bebe had better talent than Daniel James, and Bebe is probably one of United's worst players of all time. So that should give you some perspective into the play of Daniel James. Daniel James, my man is running with the ball because he cannot dribble. My man is running with the ball as if he has constipation or something. Like he has his hand, like he has sickle cell or something. Like he's an old man crippling, walking with a cane in his left hand, and he's dribbling with a ball on his right foot, and his hand is like right. Like, bro, what are you disabled? What are you doing? What are you doing? Now this is where I'm going to defend Daniel James. Yes, I'm going to defend Daniel James. I've said this when Son for Tottenham. By the way, Tottenham lost today, bitch. But yeah, I said this when Son Heung-min Son was under pressure, given the things he did against Manchester United at White Hart Lane, or as I would call it, White Hart Lane. This dude was criticized, called. He was given bad names, bad claims. Persons were calling him out of his name. Persons were splashing bad labels on him, because persons were saying, "Who is this Asian white ass nigga? Who is this Asian nigga? Poor performance against United. Oh yes, you got a goal." But I'm like, bro, time out. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Why are you criticizing the person? Criticize the person's performance on the pitch, whether it's his antics, his shenanigans on the pitch. Criticize that. And even when you're criticizing that, criticize it constructively, not destructively. Because you guys are taking this criticism onto a whole new level, like you're going on cloud nine, like you're 30,000 feet in the sky. Bro, do not criticize the person by calling them racial names. Criticize the person's attitude on the pitch, the person's performance on the pitch. Constructively criticize the person's shenanigans on the pitch, not the person itself. Remove the sin from the sinner. Do not criticize the sinner. Is me. And going back to Daniel James, bro, some persons are saying, why is this slobbed? Not slobbing, because that's for Harry Maguire. Why is this Welsh youth, this dumbass youth, you cunt? And bro, why are you calling Daniel James names? It's not his fault he's starting for United. He didn't pick himself and say, I'm starting on the right wing in the starting level for Manchester United against Leeds. He did not do that. All he was supposed to be, at the forefront of that, because he made that choice and decision. But that doesn't give you that doesn't give you the green light or the ammunition to give Daniel James a bad depiction of racial names, or personally insulting the dude. Why are you personally insulting the dude if he has not insulted you? Criticize the guy's performance, not the person that did the bad performance. You guys are falling out of line, bro. You guys falling out of line. You guys missing the boundary. You're missing the mark. Yes, Daniel James was poor today. Very poor. Very poor. You for sure you'll get a green light from me on that. But that shouldn't give you a green light to criticize the person. That's what I'm saying. Again, maybe I'm talking from my ass, but leave your comments down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe to the channel. It wasn't a good game but we didn't have no excuse to use for not scoring any goals, because we didn't score any goals, but the chances were there to score the goals. It was there. It's just that we didn't grab them at arm's length. Is me. And because of that we suffered not getting 3 points. So yeah, leave your comments down below in the comment section. Given that I'm out of school, at least for the moment, I'll be doing more videos on this channel. I'll be trying to advance my channel a bit more, try to get more content out for you guys, whether it's mostly on United or what's going on in football in general. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So you guys stick and stay for that one. Stay blessed and don't stress. I'll shout you guys later.